We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. He's got daylight. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Delta. Stick.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check 52.
And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24-20.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go one more. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Complete to number 13. A big gain on the play. But it's third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
They're not ready for this, man. Hey, nice 7. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
Here we go. Ready?
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yep. 59. Target.
1st and 10, Stick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check 59. Exit. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Stick from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clelin Ferrell in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cut. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one lower than up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He won't go down. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 48-yard line.
Ready, set. 59. Mike's 59. Leo. 36. Hey, Echo. 59, Mike. Check.
From just shy of midfield. Stick. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's heavy on the edges. Check your heart rate. Switch. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run forward with Hill. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Stick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you. Real.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Point it right. 28. Mike, 28. Hey, Alpha. You gonna see me in your nightmare. I got you.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he has now done it. That is career sack number 201. He has the all-time NFL record, surpassing the previous mark set by Hall of Famer Bruce Smith. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Hill. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the tougher spot. You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Set, 180. 52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Like that. 20. Let's go, let's go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. King. 52.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On the ready.
59. Mike's 59. In your face.
Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Stick. It's Hill. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check hot route.
On 4th down, here's Stick. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stick looks to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, tight down. There you go. Watch the safety cream.
Stick back to pass. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Now Stick. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Ready, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They run it again with Hill. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
5.
Second and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
52.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic. Man out. 52's the mic.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. He's coming. Double up. He's
Point it right. General West.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
at the 36-yard line.
180.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. A spin. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the 35-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, alert 33.
Full strength. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Topper. Ready.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Cleveland able